Those guys, they lived life to the fullest, the absolute fullest. They gave it everything they got, everything that they did. And that's what that bird on your chest, the trident that we earned, that's what that means.
Man, the Danny Dietz roping for me is just, it means way more than just team roping, honestly, just because, you know, we're talking about, you know, the reason behind the roping is a guy that put his life in danger, and him and his buddies put their life in danger for us. So we're never really subjected to that kind of, that line of fire, so to speak. And man, the gift that they give us for winning the roping, the year that I won it, was a paddle. And the handle of it is laced with parachute cord, which is a symbol of theirs, you know, as a SEAL and stuff like that. They use parachute cord for everything. And it's equipped with the emblem in the handle, and then it's got the big emblem on the water slide of the paddle, where it's got the eagle clutching the pistol. And I don't remember his name, but he was very good about explaining the paddle to me and what everything meant on it. And it's got the trident right there on the paddle, hooked onto it with shell casings, and shell casings that were out of one of the guns that they use and stuff like that. So it's probably the coolest thing that I've ever won because of the meaning behind it. That was and some of the stuff, you know, like I said, he was real good about explaining everything to me as far as everything meant, and I had a lot of questions because it's not just a paddle. You know what I mean? It's everything about the paddle means something, and everything on it means something. The one thing, and I forget exactly the 100% meaning of it, but the skeleton of the frog, you know, being frogmen and what it represents to them and stuff like that. It was just awesome learning, really, more than anything. It was just good learning about them guys and what they do. And like he explained to me there, you know, he said, man, you know how, I asked him about the frame of mind that a guy has to get in to be able to, for him and 3 or 4 of his buddies to go through a door, that there could really be some ugly stuff on the other side of that door. You know, I mean, it takes a guy with a different mind frame. And he said, man, you know how pumped you get about coming to this roping or doing good at a place where you deem worthy of you guys going to and stuff like that. I said, yeah. He said, man, it's the same for us. He said, it's adrenaline. He said, when right before we go in that door, he said, you know, some of us, you know, say something, you know, or something, you know. And he said, man, he said, honestly, it's adrenaline, and it's a rush. He said, you go through, you would think, man, I'm gonna let 2 of my guys go through this door first. He said, and you don't though. He said, you want to go through the door first. That way, if there is something bad on the other side, you meet it first and not your buddies. You know, he said that, and that, I think that obviously we need more people in the world that way. You know, I mean, I don't know that I'm strong enough in my mind to be able to do it, honestly. But I mean, I think it would not be cool. The cool's not a word for it, because there ain't nothing cool about that. Having to put yourself in harm's way all the time for somebody else. I mean, it is cool that they do it, but I don't think that in your mind right then you're thinking, man, this is cool. Maybe they are though. You know, I mean, that is a mind frame that I think that some of those guys and gals have, that, I don't know, it's just different, man. Looking at him in the face and listening to him talk, and the whole time he talked about it, he grew with excitement. It's cool to listen to their stories and hear about some of that stuff, you know, that we're sheltered from all the time. And what them guys go through is normal, you know, for them. And honestly, something that they get to looking forward to, for it to be normal. That's just crazy to me. But we need those guys. Gotta have them. the laws that we live by over here aren't necessarily what keep our country safe. Them guys enforcing them is what keep our country safe. Them guys that ain't scared to go through that door. It's a different guy. Like I said, those kind of ropings and stuff like that, for what they mean, I've definitely won bigger paychecks and gotten trinkets from places that paid way more money than that and was more prestigious per se. But I will say that that paddle is my favorite thing that I have in my living room.